my name's Brett Satinsky, and I've been doing this for a long time. I decided when I was younger I liked the classic space theme, but it started to get really expensive. And they had this set from Lego, this series called Explorians, and I liked the symbols, and I thought the minifigures were, you know, a general good space kind of figure. So I decided to improve upon those over the years, and it came to just keep growing and growing, and it's nonstop, and it's just every year I want to do more and bigger, and I kind of stepped back a little bit this year. I had 16 tables last year and the year before, and now I'm down to 4, just because it just gets too much for one person to do. So every year I try to do something new. My newest is down there, but every year I do something new. So 2 years ago I did a carrier, which is still put together, but it needs to be fixed, so it's at home. Last year, this was the new one, which, this is the Nightingale. I wanted to do a hospital ship, and I have ambulance ships that are not here, but they go on each side. There's a landing pad in the back and on the top. This ship is the Mercy, which lands on top. And I have a couple ambulances that go with it, that go inside in the bottom. So it's something that, I thought, I like, the U.S. Navy has a ship called the Mercy and the Hope. I thought this would kind of like a nice, tribute to it, and it's called the Nightingale. And then, down here, just a couple of larger ships. This is the Trident. That's the Akira over there. And then I just keep, doing some more things, the USS Hood. And then when the Avengers came out, they had the Quinjet, and I thought that was kind of interesting. So I kind of made my version of the Quinjet, something that, is a little bit more modern and is a little bit where I can make a couple of them. And then I have, your utility vehicles. I have my fighters that land on the carrier that I have, and they, their wings fold up, as you can see over there. And then, no matter what I do every year with ships, everybody loves the minifigures. Right. That's like the highlight of the show, where everybody just enjoys that more than the builds, which boggles my mind, but, The
massive armies on the base plates here is like really popular.
Exactly. This is my newest creation, which is still in development. This is going to be a starship, kind of models after the Starship Enterprise type thing. This is going to go on top of there. Right now it's a little flimsy on there. I want to kind of reinforce it. And, I like to build them, and I like to, share my, creations with people. And we go down here. This is the USS Voyager. This is one of my favorite ships, and, everything opens. There's also, interiors. This one still doesn't have an interior yet, but it will. That is the, what is that one? That's the USS Concordia. That's a pretty nice ship and has a whole docking bay underneath. And then this ship, I haven't named yet, but it has some old minifigures in there. Just something I like to do. I like everybody's kind of reaction to it all. It makes me happy just to see everybody else's smile. And then a lot of people come back next year and they say, hey, I inspired you. A couple people are now presenting. They said because, I got inspired by you, which that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I love the massive collection here. Not only what you have on display, but I also saw you've got like buckets more minifigs back there and all the stuff on the tables back there too.
And I got more at home. There's too little time, not enough time basically, and it's just myself. I don't have anyone helping me because they're your babies. You don't want to have someone drop it and then you're like, if I drop it, I'm like, I dropped it, but I'm okay. I can rebuild it or build it better, because there's no instructions. It's just a passion. It's a love. It's my hobby, and it's very therapeutic. It's very, just cathartic, where you can just sit down. I throw the pieces out on like the table over there and just see what happens.
Definitely. So how many years have you been collecting then these particular theme and so to build these spaceships?
Well, since 1996, but I've been building since I was 4. So 1974, I've been building. Oh no, 76. Sorry, 1976 with the original Lego with not minifigures. But when the minifigures came out in the 80s, I really enjoyed the classic style, and I wanted to build a fleet because I was into Robotech and Star Blazers and Battlestar Galactica, and it all kind of said, hey, if it's on TV, I wish I could go out and buy that, but I couldn't. So I said, why don't I just try to make my own? And that's how it spiraled. It went from 1 ship to 2 ships and then 4, and now I have about over 125 ships. I have over 120 of these fighters, and I have about 10,000 minifigures at the last count, but I keep getting more. So I've lost count after 10,000. It's a love, it's a passion. My wife hates it, but you know, that's kind of where I am. I just enjoy it, and I like to see people's reactions to it.
Yeah, this is incredible. Is it hard to source all of these white bricks in the minifigs? I mean, I imagine after a while there's a limit to some of these pieces.
Well, the best part about building in white is there's a lot of it. There's a lot of different pieces and styles, and it's cheaper than any other brick, because any other brick, the colors, there's specific colors. White, there's plenty of. And with white, there's the angles and the wings and the engines and everything that you could use it. And then, I try to throw some color in it. The trans dark blue kind of pops, and plus it's less expensive than, say, trans yellow, which everybody goes for classic space. I try to limit myself to things where I can get a lot of and not be tied down to what's out there in inventory. These minifigures, there's a lot out there, and they're come out here and there from shows, Bricklink, eBay, and it's just, you can find it cheaper than you can find a classic space. So I decided to kind of go in a different route.
Great stuff. And so you mentioned you've been building for like decades now. How long have you been displaying at Lego shows and places like this?
Just Brick Fair here, Fest. Oh my God, Brick Fest here. For the first year when it happened, I did it, and then I've been doing it ever since. Unfortunately, this might be my last because my wife is getting a little tired of me coming. Now my son is 4, so when he gets a little older, maybe we can do it together. But right now, he's too young to kind of manage all this, and he likes to destroy Lego rather than build.
Exactly. Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking us through all your builds and everything here. It's really great. Thank you.
Thank you.